What is your
Agreed.
stance? What's your stance about the current situation in Syria? You mentioned about the Syria. Do you think NATO and the international community can do more to help the victims of the civil war there and to bring a democratic regime there, or it must be another way to do so?
Well, I think that Syria is challenging the region at large. What you currently have today, basically, as you know, if Syria falls, basically, it is the last Shiite front from all the way from Iran all the way to Syria. The challenges that you face in Syria today is, of course, you're seeing how many people are being killed. Over 60,000 reportedly are killed in the streets under the Assad regime. We have a collaboration with Hezbollah, which is a direct arm of the Iranian regime. Those are not peaceful partners. Hassan Nasrallah, the CEO of Hezbollah, recently said even today that he plans to attack Israel, the northern part of Israel, all the way to parts of Tel Aviv. Hezbollah has targeted the West, has targeted Jews and Americans, has targeted Muslims, secular Muslims. I think that, we have to differentiate, and we're looking at the region. You mentioned before that Turkey is a good model of secular Islam, which is true. But I think that, we also have to understand that one of the biggest challenges that Islam as a religion faces today is the fact that you have the rise of the Islamists and the radicals. And unfortunately, the moderates and the seculars are not getting enough press. When you have Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda al-Maghrib, all using, and even the Muslim Brotherhood, are all using Islam as a way to validate their actions. That's where we have a problem. And that's where I think that we have to call on the majority, which is sometimes the silent majority, to speak out and say, this is not the kind of Islam we need to practice. There is a different kind of Islam fashioned, after Ataturk and other models that we could look towards. And I think that that's where we're not hearing enough that people need to speak out against. And I think that these are our challenges. When you're looking at Syria as a case study, the level of violence, the level of human rights violations, all of that is causing cause for concern. And all of that is under the Alawite regime of Bashar al-Assad, who's had open ties to the Iranian regime and has open ties to Hezbollah. This is not going to make the region calm or better. And I think that this is where we have to step up and be vigilant when we're cracking down on terrorist organizations, Islamist organizations who are actually manipulating and abusing what actually Islam stands for when they operate under that umbrella.
Exactly. That is what we are really trying to do through these shows, and for years exactly. And we are trying to promote the real Islam. We are trying to keep the Islam away from the hands of the radicals. And we are telling that the people now we have been experiencing for almost 100 years in Turkey with peace. Even there are Christians here. There is a big Jewish community as well in Istanbul. And we are really in peace and we are really tolerant to each other.